Hey, what's going on? I wanted to just show off a few games. I'm gonna try to go through it quickly and also show a little gameplay as well. Um, so these are some Switch games that I've had for a while, just haven't had a chance to do a video. First game is Carry On. Pretty much this game is a game with Devolver Digital brought out. It's a game. Let's go to the back. Stalk, Consume, Grow, Evolve. So, carrying on verse horror game, which you assume the role of a anamorphous creature of unknown origin, stalk and consume those that imprison you and spread fear, panic through the facility, grow, evolve as you tear down the prison and acquire more and more devastating abilities on the path of retribution. So, as you can see a little bit on the pictures, let's get a little gameplay of the game. So, as you can see in the game, you're this creature that's pretty much that's in this facility, and you're trying to escape. You're trying to get up out of there while they're trying to get you back contained in this actual system. So pretty much, you're in this underground facility, pretty much. And let me see if I can get a better view. You're in this underground facility, and you pretty much where you're a monster and you're attacking these individuals, trying to keep you locked up and everything. So you're eating these individuals, growing and growing and breaking through doors, breaking through systems. The more you get through this facility, the more you unlock moves, moves for the actual creature that you are. So you unlock abilities, and you're just trying to look into escape this facility. And the more you go through the facility, the more these individuals evolve as well, as far as using different techniques to catch you, as far as fire, machines, all type of thing. This is just pretty much in the beginning stage of the actual game where you're trying to. I've been wanting to get this game. I just wanted to wait for a great deal for it, so it got a pretty good deal, and I was able to get the game. I can't wait to play it. I've been, uh, checking it out for a while. I just wanted it for a pretty good price, and once I saw it at a good price, I went ahead and snatched it up. So if you like what you're seeing in this game, pretty much, uh, pick it up. Great game. Devolver usually comes out with great games. Um, but it's really Phobia, but that created the game. But Devolver pick once they see a great game, they'll work with the people to to acquire it and put it out. So if you like what you're seeing, pick up this game. It looks like the monsters getting to another level or upgrading. I can't wait to play it though. Still been playing Zelda, and I gotta jump back on Street Fighter. I haven't played that in a while. I know I'll probably trash it. I gotta get my groove, but great game here. Pick it up if you like it. So, like I said before, Carry On, pick that up. You see how it has a bunch of game awards for this game uh, because of how it plays and how it is. So, pick that up if you want to check that out. All right, next game, next game. This game I got from PlayAsia. They haven't brought it over here. I don't think they will. But let me show you the game. It is a space for the unbound. Um, High school is ending, and so is the world. A slice of life adventure game with beautiful pixel art set in the late 1990s rural Indonesia. The game unfolds the meaning of overcoming anxiety and depression through the relationship between a boy and a girl with supernatural powers. As you can see a little bit down here, chat and interact with town folks and listen to their personal stories. Explore rural Indonesia, enjoy relaxing atmosphere, supernatural twists, dive into people's minds in Inception style. So that's what the game kind of deals with. Let's look at a little gameplay as well. Like I said before, It's kind of pretty much of a like a '90s style. You're getting out of high school and you're kind of a couple in high school, so you're dealing with um, about to graduate and pretty much. So like I said before, it deals with Indonesia in the late 1990s. So you're in high school. You're these high school sweethearts, and at the end of school, um, a lot of strange things start happening, far as like supernatural type things, and pretty much you're getting involved with it, both of you, and it's kind of like I like the art style. It's almost like a little point and click, but not really. Um, so I like just how the art look, style look, and it looked interesting. It kind of made me remind me of the game, another game that I liked as well, Ringo Ishiki. And I like how the art style and how you deal with individuals. You might deal with certain things. You have to go get something, almost like fetch quests a little bit. Kind of see if I can fast forward a little bit so you can look at a little bit of different gameplay as well. As it said before, you deal with individuals and try to um, help them throughout their story. So they might be dealing with something, and you delve in with them and go into their mind and deal with them. So as you can see here, you see a little bit of the getting certain items. You may have to get a certain item to progress to a certain thing. See how they got grab the ladder. So you're going up here just to get up in this home. Um, as you can see, if you're into these type of games, this may be the game for you. So pretty much, like I said before, you're dealing with solving puzzles, um, almost a little bit of point and click, and you're dealing with these characters with this supernatural thing coming to your town. So you're dealing with it, and you have these powers, especially Rhea. I don't want to too much get into it, but check out this game if you haven't. Pretty cool game. So that's gonna be it for that. Like I said before, pick up this game, A Space for the Unbound, if you like what you've seen. Um, Pretty cool game that deals with cats, dealing with people in the problems, dealing with supernatural and things like that. So pick it up if you haven't. All right, next game is another game I got from PlayAsia. I don't think it may bring this one over. I don't know. Um, but just like this one, they don't have it over here in America yet. So the next game is Wham Bam. Let's see, people don't probably don't even know what that is. So what it is, it's Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3 remastered. So let's look at it. As you can see, for the Switch, you can't really tell. So let's just get into the gameplay. So as you can see, it's an Atlas game. Usually put out pretty good games. Atlas, Sega, same thing. So pretty much, Etrian Odyssey is a dungeon crawling RPG. So pretty much, in these dungeon crawling games, this game was originally on a 3DS, and this includes 1, 2, and 3 of Etrian Odyssey. Um, so pretty much in this game, you make a lot of choices, good or bad. Far as you may help a certain monster or something like that, and by you helping it, something may happen, and the buddy, his friends might come and attack you, or you may just leave it there. Also, it's like dungeon crawling. You go in these dungeons, you fight these enemies, you get resources. You may go until you're almost dead. You come out of the dungeon. You upgrade your characters. You deal with certain characters as well. In the beginning, you could build your team of certain individuals to kind of have a well-balanced team. As you can see, pretty much trying to get what type of weapon to attach and all type of gear and whatnot. Kind of fast forward a little bit so you can see a little bit more. So you dealing with these enemies in this dungeon, and it's all type of enemies. Uh, like I said before, there's a lot of traps, treasures. You go to the dungeon to get resources and whatnot. So you come against certain enemies and use certain move sets and whatnot. This game is not for everybody. Um, like I said before, this is like a dungeon crawling RPG. You have to manually upgrade your characters. You have to go in these dungeons and kill these enemies and build up, build up. You know, getting these resources and building your character. So if you like these style of games, you may like you may want to pick it up. I don't know if they're gonna bring it over here. They may. This is a game that was on the 3DS. They kind of dealt with this game because it was kind of hard. I'm surprised they brought it over because you usually have the two screens. So you kind of when you play handheld, it's okay because you have you have the touch screen, so it's um, not as bad as you would think. Well, it may be a little bit harder when you're playing it, um, uh, you know, through the TV and whatnot, but not as hard. They kind of made it for the Switch. So if you're in these type games, you have one, two, and three. This is one showing off right now. Three, every game kind of improve upon um, the game style and play pretty much. So if you like what you're seeing, pick up this game. So if you're into Etrian Odyssey 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3 remastered, pick this up. It's a great game to pick up if you're in these dungeon crawling type games. Sorry for the back noise, a lot of traffic, but if you're into these games, you pick this up. All right. Next game is going to be a also play as your game, but they have it over here as well. But I bought this edition from Play Asia because they have 1 and 2. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, River City Girls 1 and 2 on the disc. I have one already. I have it, the American version, and they didn't sell it like this over in America. Like, and over if you get it play from Play Asia, they have it both on the disc. Um, so let's look at it. So you have River City Girls 1 and 2 on the actual disc. Um, so this is pretty much like a beat 'em up type game. Um, I'll go more into it. Let me show you some video. So as you can see, it deals with a little bit of a manga when it goes through the actual game, which I love about the game. It's kind of a twist on it. This game is I guess a love letter to the older game. If you're an older individual and you know of uh, pretty much a River City Ransom, that's an older game that was on Nintendo. And it's similar to that game, but up to date. So it's like a love letter to that. It's a RPG beat 'em up type game. So in this game, pretty much, like I said before, it's a beat 'em up type game. So you're dealing with these two girls in the first game. As you see the character right there at the bottom, that's a River City Ransom, how it used to look. So in this game, you're dealing with these two girls. I think it was Masaka. I'm trying to think of her name. Yeah, Masako, and I forgot the other girl name. So you're dealing with these girls, and their boyfriends are missing in the game. This is the first one. So in the first one, their boyfriends are missing. So you're trying to find their boyfriends. So you're beating your way through the game to find them, pretty much. So it's made by WayForward. They made Shantae games. So WayForward is a really good company that makes really good games. So similar to Scotty Pilgrim, if you ever played that, if you like that type of game as well, you'll love this game. So their boyfriend's kidnapped, they're looking for them, and they're whooping butt to get to them. It also has a little bit of manga cutscenes once you go through the game. It has bosses as well. Once you get to a certain section, you might fight a boss. and they'll help you with information to find your boyfriend in the first game. So you got 6 city sections. So pretty much you buy move sets, you buy stuff to increase your level, and you get this by beating up enemies and getting money from beating up these enemies. So once you beat up these enemies, a lot of them, oh well, right here is a certain thing with certain enemies. They'll beg for their life, and you can hire them as a special move almost. They'll do a special move for you or work for you, and they'll whenever you hit the button, they'll do what one of their special move sets. But through this game, you're gonna be fighting enemies and getting money from these enemies to increase your. That's the other girl was Karaoke. Karaoke. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You can play between those two characters in the beginning of the game. So pretty much, that would be the first game. Once you, I don't want to ruin it, but once you beat the game, you get other characters as well. I put it like that, and you can play through it again if you choose to do so. So pretty much that's the first game. Let me show you a little bit of the second game. So this is part two. They like pretty much in this game they improved a little bit upon the graphics, and also you can play with other characters as well. You can play with not only uh, the original girls, you can play with their boyfriends, and you can also can play with two extra characters they added to the game. But in this game, it's a little bit different. The Yakuza, who was the enemies in the previous game, have taken over the school and other places as well. So you're dealing with that, beating them up, and trying to, I guess, free you from that actual, um, um, you know, free you up from them pretty much. So you're dealing with that. It's kind of, let me fast forward a little bit. So you're dealing with that. You're dealing with new enemies, bigger maps. So they improved upon the older game with a little bit of certain items. You can see it's a little bit more crisper and different than the previous game. But you have some of the same enemies. You have more move sets, a little bit, like I said before, different characters, a little different style to the game. As you can see, bigger maps. This is the first stage, and it's way bigger than the previous game. So, um, great beat 'em up type game if you're into those beat 'em up games. Like I said before, made by Way Forward, so it's a great game. A little bit different things they added to it, like right there, the water hydrant. But a great game if you're into these type games. Pick it up. So pick up this game if you're into these beat 'em up RPG style games. I think it's a very good game. Great game if you're into these games to pick up. Or I definitely recommend. I played the first one with my wife. She played with me briefly. She enjoyed it, which I was surprised. Normally she just likes to watch me or whatever or something like that, but she actually played with me, especially in the first one. So pick it up if you're interested in these games. Oh yeah. All right, next game before I even go to that. I wasn't gonna show it, but my phones are acting okay, so I'm gonna see if I can run through this one and show this game off as well. All right, the next game, I had this game for a little while. Haven't get a chance to play it and wanted to binge show this off. Trying to show off all my games, man. I've been piling up. So next game is Sonic Origins Plus. This is Sonic Origins Plus. 16 classic Sonic games, new playable characters. The game remains timeless classic. So you have all the old Sonics. I was a big Sonic fan back in the day, playing on the Sega. At my cousin's house, they had a Sega. I used to play Sonic all the time. Um, so 16 titles, one timeless collection. So four iconic titles remastered in widescreen HD, new modes, challenges, area to explore, unlock both bonus in the museum experience, the collection and adventure of Sonic Origin Plus, newly remastered with more content than ever before. and this is a definitive way to play a classic game. Only thing I hate about this collection, and I'm going to give you the good and bad. So the good, and this is for all of them: the PS5, the Switch, the Xbox. Is this right here? So the new playable character right there, and the 12 collector Game Gear titles. They are, as you can see, downloadable via include the code. I wish it was all on the disc. I hate that. That's something I definitely hate. I love everything on disc. I'm a physical person, and I hate when you have to have a downloadable code for those games. So the Game Gear games and the downloadable character are via code, which is crazy to me, man. And also includes a reversible art book in this little collection, as you can see. Let's go through the gameplay. So as you can see, you can pick your character and whatnot. So they're showing it. This is the like the original Sonic. Like before, I was speaking and I didn't even hit unpause, but it was showing like a little bit of the cartoon as well. So you get a little bit of that as well. I'm gonna try to fast forward a little bit so you can see all different aspects of the game. Um, So control for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So this is a different game. As you can see, it gives you a little bit of that cartoon, shows you what's going on. So Dr. Eggman crying or whatever he's doing. So you see he's all about getting those crystals and whatnot. So you have Knuckles in this game. So pretty much, I just wanted to show you a little bit of it. He's portraying like how they're bad guys, and he's trying to trying to say they are bad guys while he's the good guy. So he's kind of put that on Knuckles as that. I like how they added that to the game. That originally wasn't in the game, but this is something new that they kind of are giving you a little bit of a story before you play the game. So as you can see, this is showing these iconic classic games. Like I said before, I just wish the oh yeah, you have that Sonic, man. That was so iconic playing back in the day when you turned into that Sonic. Um, as you can see, Knuckles is the bad guy, so you're dealing with that. These games were so iconic back in the day. Like I told you before, the only bad thing I hate, um, they do have these Sega Game Gear games, but they are code and also a new character as well, but via code. So that's something I hate as well. It's kind of fast forward to look at a little bit more gameplay. I just wanted to make this video, try to go as long as I can. As you've seen before my previous video, check it out if you haven't. Some more Switch games. I showed off games and gameplay as well, and it was kind of short a little bit, not too short, but my phone was overheating. So this time I wanted to try a different style. I took my phone out of my case and I wanted to do the video, so it's doing a little bit better. Maybe it's that case that's overheating my phone. Um, Maybe, I don't know, but um, it's going a little bit longer, the video. I know that, but it's just showing a little bit of Sonic. Let me kind of fast forward it, go to some more. All right. Do you see Amy? She's a new character that you can play with as well. She's one of the new characters via code. Hey, Dr. Eggman, classic, hitting them. I remember this so much. So beating them up and him swinging at. This will always be classic Sonic. Just hate how they didn't didn't make it far as the console, because of you know PlayStation and everything taking over. But they still make games. But I hate that they got out of the console, you know. But this is just showing you a little bit of gameplay. If you like what you're seeing, pick up this classic collection. All right, let me go back to it. So this is a great collection to pick up if you're into Sonic, and you know, great to pick up. Just only take heed of the actual certain content is only downloadable. I just think this generation is getting to, they want everything digital. So I've been trying to get everything I can physical, even though some of the stuff is not actually on certain discs and whatnot. I prefer discs. I can always sell the disc if I need to. If you get it digital, you can never sell it. But you know, you may be a collector of that style. Um, I just like physical, to be honest with you, and that's my little rant on physical games. But so I'm gonna try to come more often, showing off games and whatnot. And please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. If you want to, um, thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't matter to me, as long as you give your opinion on how I came across and how I'm, doing the game. So pretty much, if you like what you see, if you don't, leave your reaction, and I'll see you guys next time.